It's a pretty big game because if the Thunderbirds win and beat Miami, then New England doesn't make it to the playoffs. If the Thunderbirds lose, then it gets interesting because Miami lost one, won one against the Patriots. Patriots lost both to the Thunderbirds. So we'll see how that game turns out. The other question, can anybody else uh, lose to or can the Ravens beat anybody else? Will whoever's playing them lose this week? If they lose, they get the first overall pick, so they're probably going to throw. They win, it's toss up between them, the Jets, and the Saints, except not really because I force win the Saints because this may be their last game as the New Orleans Saints since they are moving out of their current stadium. Now that has happened, I think, 3 times in this play kind of run through. Um, First time, nothing amounted of it. Second time, actually, it may have just been 1 time, but the first time it happened for sure, nothing amounted of it. It's just literally new stadium, no move. Second time, it was Buffalo, and Buffalo went to Toronto and became the Thunderbirds. So clearly, there's a chance that New Orleans will move. So I want them to win their potentially last game as the New Orleans Saints. I mean, it makes sense. And obviously, this week we want to win because we always want to win. And we're going to beat the Patriots because the Patriots have nothing on us. Especially not with that free safety core. Jeez. I mean, I think even the Ravens have a better free. Yeah, even the Ravens have a better free safety core than the Patriots. That's embarrassing. That's a big blow for their playoff chances. Also, this week, I think I'm going to play DeCiso. Um, just give him some time to play over Elias. And I'm going to keep playing Gentry because of that AFC Offensive Player of the Week streak. I mean, I've got to keep that alive. Otherwise, I would run Darren Bush. And I mean, other than that, I'm not going to make too many changes. I have depth everywhere else. Interesting. It's a military helicopter going overhead. Okay. To be fair, though, I also do have depth at quarterback, with DeCiso being the second best ranked quarterback in the league, but still want to make
Hey
sure I have
everybody,
Elias
it's
ready
the
for
coach,
playoffs.
and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in at 15-0, 1 win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Let's go! 3-19!
They go play action here on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there at 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down.
Well, that was just bad, and Youngblood's hurt. Great. Well, he hasn't been his normal self this offseason.
So the big play means
that
just
was
like that,
bad.
they'll operate from the red zone now on
That
first
was what Gentry does to most defenses. Yeah, Youngblood hasn't been the biggest factor this season, so it's not too big of a hit if he's hurt, but it still is a hurt.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm
Well,
not
that is
mistaken,
very
they
bad.
gave up 4
Broken
last
ribs.
week, didn't they?
Yes.
Not what I mean.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
to try the right side here. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On the defensive side, here are the starters for New England. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now let's go. Boo,
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that's not a good
Nice
start.
play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now out come the Patriots. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing, but I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will it be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion.
Man, weren't the
Let's see what they
Giants
can
like
do
5
with
and 2
third
at one
down.
point? Well, they got themselves to 8-0. So didn't quite pull off, but darn close to good. Now it's a 3-2 game. Well done, Haynes Boswell.
Safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throw left side complete. It's McKinney. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Boo, landed.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Last stop. Tiny's Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Baby. Get him, boy.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
Russ Gentry cannot get through. Till now.
Something a little more advantageous.
And they'll wind up
Even then, they stopped his trucking.
Down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Powers over him.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And McKinney's hurt. Great. This turned into the injury game. Why else would I have an injury season if not for the final game of the week before the playoffs to turn into the injury game? 30th rushing touchdown. My God, Russ Gentry is just unstoppable.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Dancing away at the 35. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
319! 319!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
They do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
He'll get it up the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
3 down. Now let's go! 3!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It is the final weekend of the regular season, final day of the calendar year as well. A lot of action to update you on, so let's get right to it. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Broncos who are out in front. The Broncos still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're out to check out another game. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Browns with a good performance there as they get win number 7 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hurry up, here we go!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays.